I counted like 12 adults and 4 kids
wow.
in those 2 sheds.
And you know, it used to be like this, at least on YouTube. Maybe people are over it now. You can't say anything negative about people, but by golly, if that's the way you're living and I can't say anything negative about it, grow to flip up. I mean, that's not the way you live and take care of a family.
Yeah, if you actually care about people, then it should be
ridiculous. The next generation, raising your kids that way. This is the second place that I've been to today that dealing with stuff like that. People taking care of their grandkids in a shed that's up for repo, and the kids' parents are both wanted by the police. What about those kids? I'm not allowed to say anything, and oh, those poor people. No, BS. People need to grow up, make a living, take care of their family. This is disgusting.
Speak it, boy.
Can you tell I'm passionate? Those kids need a better life than that. And you an adult, make it happen.
Yeah, and guess what? They're going to have to fight the same battles that their parents are fighting.
Ridiculous.
And they have to overcome those battles then because their parents didn't overcome them.
Yeah. And we're supposed to just love them, all those people. Yeah, I agree. We're supposed to love them. We're supposed to love everybody. I'm on board with that. But you also, somebody has to speak out against it and say, do better.
Yeah.
Do better. People deserve better. Kids deserve better. Kids don't deserve to live in a shed that's for repo, and the parents are wanted by the police.
Tell me this. If you see somebody stuck in a well, are you going to go love them in the well, not help them out?
Good point.
Like, seriously.
Oh, God, I just love you down there in that well.
Yeah, I'll bring you stuff. I'll bring you food and stuff. I'll just love you. You're okay there.
Slowly dying. I know you're dying. I know what's wrong, but I'm just gonna love you and keep quiet and mind my own business. I don't want to dare hurt your feelings.
We should probably go before
the feelings, the feelings, the feelings.
before we keep going.
Grow up. Take care of your family.
Yes.
Take care of your kids. Make a living. Be somebody. And don't milk the system.
Yes.
Crap has to stop.
And that's it right there.
I need coffee. Sometimes I get too passionate. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Love you guys. Thank you. I know you're awesome.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
Peace out. Love y'all.
Bye.
Hello.
At what point does it become stalking when he shows up when the kids want nothing to do with him?
Okay. All right. So what's going on today?
Okay, long story short. January 27th, there was an incident where my ex-husband called the cops because my son had a meltdown. He assaulted my son. CPS got involved. CPS told me to petition the courts to not do visits anymore. I was given the wrong police report number. Report was denied. He messaged me 2 days ago saying, hey, if because of the thing that happened, Liam's not allowed there. Court order states both kids. She's terrified to go over there by herself. I explained this to him. He showed up. I pulled in and I saw his truck and I was like, are you kidding me?
Okay.
Because these guys are terrified.
So have you had any contact with them today?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, is there anything stopping you from leaving?
They want to go to their youth. They really want to go in there.
Okay.
But they're terrified of him.
All right. So it's a public place. The sign right out there says visitors welcome, right? So we can't. Is there a court order prohibiting contact between the two of you?
I'm trying to get an order of protection because this is getting really old. He sends people by my house. He gives my information to people.
Okay.
He used to send people past the house.
Do you have your driver's license on you? Okay.
He used to send people by a house. He used to send people by a house to take pictures of me when I was outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
I used to play outside.
I don't have it on me, but it is documented that he is the trigger for my PTSD, so I'm kind of shaking right now from anxiety.
Okay.
I don't want to end up back in the emergency room for a panic attack.
Where is he at?
He's inside.
Okay, what's his truck? Where's his truck?
Over by that, there's a garage, and then there's another one.
Okay. Where does he live?
In Baldwin.
Okay.
He lives at, I can give you his exact address, actually.
It's behind that truck right
If you, towards the back, sure he's watching. I told him to stay in the truck because it's cold.
Sit in the car.
Well, I want to stay
Okay, so you haven't had any contact with him today? Okay. All right, so you pulled in. Basically, if I'm understanding you right, his truck was right
His
there.
truck was right there. He was sitting in it. We locked eyes. I pulled off over that way.
Okay.
Once I pulled off and he realized I was actually here, he got out of the truck.
You guys are legally separated?
Oh, dude, he's 9 years.
Okay, and these are his children?
Yep, and they're terrified of him.
Okay, and is there
Paying
a...
the tax because of him.
Okay, well, ma'am, I'm going to be honest. Like, I understand, guys, that you want to go into church, but, like, he can legally be here right now. There's nothing preventing him. This is a public place, open to the public. But you guys are also equally free to leave. Like, you don't have to go in there and have contact with him. So, okay, well, there's nothing that the state police can do about this right now. So,
Unless there's a PPO or some kind of order.
yeah.
Well, the people inside know what was going on too, so we'll see what happens.
Okay.
No, you're not going to kick anyone down as assault.
Yeah.
You explain to her she can go to jail for that.
Yeah.
Hate me. Me not.
So what was the recent communication with him?
It was Thursday. He stated that this child was not allowed at his house due to the incident where he had a meltdown and my ex assaulted him.
Okay.
And I explained to him, I said, hey,
He said I'm scared of it.
I said, court order for both kids. She's not comfortable going by herself.
Right.
This isn't happening.
Right.
I said, if there's a problem, you can take me up there.
Okay. All right.
And he
Well, you guys,
said he's
like,
scared
if you
of me, and then there
are
he
having a
goes.
negative interaction with him, you can leave. Like, there's nothing stopping you guys from leaving. I understand you guys want to be here for the service and everything like that, but
Go in, but if he moves, we go. Okay?
okay. All right.
Might be time to find a different church for a while, at least.
Well, that's the screwed up part. I moved from the one in Big Rapids to this.
Because he was stalking us and someone.
He showed up at that church
And
twice.
someone there was mean to me.
All right, ma'am. I wish there's more we can do for you. That's about all we can do for right now. So, all right. I'm all set.
Life is an interesting thing. It's short. It's good, at least if you make it good. Most of it we can control, but not all of it. But it's also short if you think about it. And you get what you give. It's a cycle of sowing and reaping. You sow with your actions, and you sow with your words. So what you say matters, and what you do matters. How you treat people matters, and how you treat your family matters, which is people. If you lie, like the one guy did, I didn't catch this at the moment in the video. The guy that punched my window, when he was the deputy confronted him, I heard him talking about it, but I was, I guess, not really paying attention to it. Until later I saw in the video that he's saying that it was self-defense and I was opening the door to hit him. We both know that's a 100% full blast lie. And to sit there in front of me and say that, that shows the level of integrity, which is absolute zero. That's a very low character and zero integrity. And absolute zero respect to say something like that. We have it on video. It's 100% lie. That's not going to serve you well. When you lie, it's not going to serve you well. Never trust anybody that lies to you. So, the other one is children. Children deserve better. Probably these adults didn't have a great childhood either. But you have a bunch of adults running around there, a bunch of adult men running around there at 10 o'clock on a Tuesday morning and on a Monday morning, which shows me that they don't go work for a living. They don't take care of their own self. They most likely live off the government, which I help pay for. That's not going to serve people well in the long term. Maybe you got to think long term. Whether it's in this life or the afterlife, what you do matters. The seeds you sow matters. The words you speak matters. The actions you take matters. That's reality. Karma has an interesting way to repay. What you sow, you reap. So if life sucks, well, then you got to maybe think about that. If whatever comes out of the ice cream machine sucks, that's because of what you put in the ice cream machine. That's why what comes out sucks. So what you put into life depends on what comes out. If you do evil, if you lie, if you steal, if you're against people, you don't love people, you don't respect people, you don't care, you don't take care of your family, you're not willing to be a productive member of society, unfortunately the whole universe is set against you. But if you do good, and you speak good, and you love people, and you're nice, and you take care of your family, then the whole universe is set for you, and you will be blessed. If you give, you will be blessed. If you take, it'll be against you. That's just a fact, and it's just reality. So, that's all I would say. And you know what I think is really cool? Really amazing? The people who grew up and had a hard upbringing, those who choose to break that curse and say it stops with this generation. I'm not going to pass that on to my kids. Earlier that day, I think I mentioned that earlier in the video, where grandparents are raising their grandkids in a shed that's up for repo because the parents are wanted by the police. At what generation is that curse going to be broken? Who's going to be the hero that breaks that curse and says, the buck stops with this generation? I'm not going to take it to the next generation. My kids are going to have a better life. I'm going to teach them. I'm going to take care of them. It takes a real man and a real woman, and that's a hero. Whoever does that is a hero by changing their destiny, their family's destiny in the next generation. So, God bless. Bye-bye.
That's how you jump.
It wasn't moving.
I still jump. Yeah.
I told Michael not to leave the house.
I need to hurry up and roll.
Just be gone before I just don't want any issues. I just really don't. He's being stupid about things, and he's just. Yeah, so would I.
It's gonna take time. You gotta realize each other and the things that you and I have said to each other, and the things that you and he have said to each other, the things that we've all said. And what I'm saying is this: there's a lot to work through. It's not gonna be overnight.
It's been 6 years.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean, Jeffrey.
I'm just saying.
You know what I mean.
Our first contact was in 2016.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
I know you.
I'm not trying to have drama. I'm not trying to be a bitch. I'm just like, He's one of those. He holds a grudge.
I was gonna say he owes you.
And just so you know, that message that you sent,
I know.
my mom lost custody of my sister and I because of that thing. I'm just letting you know. I don't want anything.
And I understand that.
That's why I didn't turn it in.
Well, you said it's my
That's
attorney.
what I'm saying. Rather than worry about it right now, let's just let everything go. Over time, I'm sure he will finally grow up about it. And just, he may never
Oh, look at Daz helping
nice
now.
about it.
What?
At least
Daz is helping. Look at this.
It's going to have to be a mature grown adult.
yes, he will. And so I
The
just,
main thing is we gotta get
you know, this is for you guys and your kids, and that's not his concern, unfortunately
If
enough.
he becomes where I feel
So-
he does not, you know,
Well, he's not going to be a threat to your children. I understand what you're saying. Actually, he was supposed to be, which is an assault, but he was
I'm not getting a vibe.
and he's never used that before, and he's never used it since. And he was. No, it's never an excuse. It was totally wrong.
He's gone to
And
therapy.
something-
He's gone to AA.
I was going to
He's
say,
working on himself.
he's working on it,
And
and
that's why I'm
it
explaining
takes
to you.
time.
It's not.
And
Your dad was. And that's what I'm
Right.
saying. Your dad was an
Right.
alcoholic.
okay, so that's
Your
what
dad
we're.
was an alcoholic, so you understand it's a process.
And
You
so is
understand?
his father an alcoholic. So, to avoid things is better, and then as things progress, things will be better as far as that part
You
goes.
just gotta give it
When
time.
he realizes that you've gotten your issues under control, and hopefully he will get more of his issues under control as far as feelings toward you. And I think it will.
I'm not sure that will ever happen. When Kiss and I were good friends in high school, she was always talking about him being the black sheep, this, that, and everything else. And,
Well-
like, we have history. This is just such a
Right.
weird situation.
But that history didn't involve me.
But I was going to say that was also during,
That was
That's
pre-kids,
what-
pre-wife.
that was also when he was a juvenile.
Yeah.
But
Like,
I
you
thought
gotta
he was
understand.
But
But
Huh?
yeah, he's older than us. But you gotta
Yes, he is.
understand, there's a common denominator now that's the biggest thing. You're part of my past. We have a history, and that's where the issue lies.
yeah,
And that's literally the biggest thing. Is I mean, you and I know that there's nothing here. You and I know that. It's been
because
long
this
enough.
situation doesn't only involve
Liam,
our
come here.
kids. This involves.
Oh, be
those
careful!
kids
Please
too.
don't do that! Please don't do that!
They obviously are going to know about this situation.
You know, and that's fine. But the
Even
point
with
is this.
Clara.
The point is this. You could be a sniper and I could be a firefighter. Okay, if you become a firefighter, I'm gonna make sure nothing catches on fire.
Yeah.
No offense. It's one of those I love you but situation.
yeah. I'm not a
The
pilot
biggest thing is
anymore.
you and I know that there's nothing here. You and I know this. You and I know there's nothing. He still sees you as a threat. We spent 5 years together. We have 2 kids together.
Oh, he sees me as a relationship.
Yes. Yes, he does. In his mind, yes.
Please read
How about you next to me?
I tried to tell him, I go,
You're welcome.
really?
That's literally
Said,
all
really,
it is.
Michael? Really?
That's all it is.
Yes.
That's what you have to understand.
I want friendship for that.
Right.
That's what you have to understand.
And that's what I try to explain to him is that, you know, you need to get past that part
Well, and here's the thing.
because you have to be
You
able
might want to slow down a little bit.
I'm overly nice. That's what I do. I also, if you needed someone to go to the emergency. But here's
Well,
here's
you're
what
just going to cause more problems with that kind of stuff.
I was just trying to.
Yes. I know that, but
You need to be out of the way.
you also know what the issues are, so that would be a very stupid thing to do.
He will run me over. He really will. But no, Michael's biggest thing is there's that history, and anytime, and he knows that in the past he cheated and he messed up, and he doesn't want me to retaliate, and you be the retaliation. You see what I'm saying? Like that's the only way I can think of to explain.
So it's just give it a little time. It kind of came up upset to him as far as he's concerned. Right, but I
He
mean,
knows that this situation is an event on the past. Didn't he fight for his dad?
yeah.
So, you know, we should have that in his
Well,
mind.
except for there's a little difference in that because mom is not involved in it. I mean, mom is, you know, humongous in it. I mean, she was born.
He has full.
So he has, I mean, there's, he grew up with her, but I mean, she gave up. I mean, we were going to court, and then she just said, you know, I don't want to. I don't want
AJ left already.
my daughter.
Yeah, wait.